Sports. Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas, at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. And here's the fair catch by the return man. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Chris, what a way to start this game. All this hype and build up of the playoff game. Offensive line says, hey, put it on our back. We'll be able to get things going. If you can keep running the football like this, man, does it open up the entire playbook.
Using his legs, it's Young. Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First down and 10. Receiver in motion now. An inside give now from the shotgun. Fights off a defender. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back as good as we've seen all year with the ability to accelerate through the hole. Positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Dropping back, it's Holstein. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Can they keep this drive going, trying to convert on 3rd down now? Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackled at the 28. This offense threatening now. Another 1st down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. This quarterback on fire today. Now the important point after attempt. BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down on the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. Getting set. Here's second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Lets it go. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. Try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40. And the Buffaloes will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. First down here for this offense. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. Finally brought down, but it's an explosive gain. Ball all the way to the 21. And the Buffaloes with first and 10 here.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
You know, when the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado. And now they'll set up for the point after. And he knocks it right through. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
He's moving out of the pocket. He lets it go on the move. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Chris, really, that's all you want to see from this offense is the ability to just be efficient. If you can just avoid the mistake, make those first downs, be a great compliment to what you want to do running the football. It's a great chance of putting enough points up on the board to win this game.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
A gain makes it second and medium. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, another first down run for Notre Dame. And, man, they have such great history of running the football over the years. I know you know that, Chris, but not just the backs. You think of those offensive linemen they've had in South Bend. Just what a tradition and something I know they're very proud of.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. It's a shotgun run call. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Looks right for a quick completion. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
The Irish offense comes up here on 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
Point after, not right through. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. First down, looking to throw the football. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, I think I can hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping him out of the end zone.
Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run. The offense sets up with a 1st and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
Second down and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big third down coming up.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Wow, great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, take a chance to try to get that touchdown.
Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. A solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick in the very first play. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Second down play coming up. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And he pulls in the catch. And he'll go down after a nice pickup on the play. It'll be a first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And it's incomplete even in a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
The Buffaloes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Hand off to the single back. Finding space at the 20. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And the Buffaloes line up on 1st and 10. There's the handoff. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here. Here we go. 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. And the quarterback dropping back. Pass caught. Can he get in? Can't quite make it. Forced out at the 2-yard line.
Hey, I know it's only the first half, but let's face it, Chris. You've come this far. This is a playoff game. When you get inside a 10-yard line, you can't settle for field goals. You need touchdowns. Let's see if they're able to come up with it here.
Ball sits at the 2-yard line for 3rd and goal. Makes the snap and takes off on the run. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
No problem with the PAT right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give their returner an opportunity to bring this back. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Takes the handoff. It's Young. Moves his way for a first down to the 35.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. And then first down, they go right back to him.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. He's found some room at the 45. They bring him down, but not before a huge gain. Moves the ball to the 40-yard line.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen right here by this offense. They let the rushers get upfield, completely oblivious that the blockers are getting out in front and getting downfield, put the ball right on the back, and let him have all that space and an escort in front of him to pick up big yards.
Dropping back, it's Holstein. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
And it's intercepted. They read the screen perfectly. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Inside the 10. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Buffs. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point makes the lead 4. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. That's caught. It's Young.
Well, the running back at that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And completion makes it second and short. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
You call a quick out on third down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, I'm surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
To the air, it's Holstein. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Couldn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Trying to create here on the move. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not much on return there, but a great interception to give the offense the football at the 42.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. There's a shot toward the end zone. You try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, the defense does a really good job of getting that initial pressure on the quarterback, but this is what he can do. His athletic ability and his legs gets him away from the pressure. He buys some time, and I love how he keeps his eyes downfield. He's not scrambling to run. He's scrambling to make a big play with his arm, just unable to connect with the receiver downfield, but good effort and a good play.
Catch made on the right side. The 1st down pickup tackled at the 45. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot. Touchdown, Colorado. Strong game by this quarterback. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. He knocked through the PAT to go up 28-17. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Looks like one more play here before halftime. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Young. That's a big gain there, but he comes up short, and the clock runs out to end the 1st half. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Catch made on the out route. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, much like we saw in the 1st half, this quarterback could put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Running through the tackle. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
You know, toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, play's going to blow up.
Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Well, here's the first play to start this 2nd half, and it's really more the same than what we saw in the 1st half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that 1st half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
He'll throw it now. He's wide open, pulls it in. Tackle is finally made, but it's down at the 28-yard line.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
He's got some room. Can he get there? And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Bringing pressure. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Empty set now, 5 wide receivers. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Here's the second down play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man open on the right side downfield.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Just trying to get rid of it. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
Well, he just threw it away here, Chris, and it's not the worst decision. You wish he'd find a guy open to give him a chance for this offense to convert, but at least they have some room now to work if they want to bring the punter out.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Defense is coming after him. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Touchdown, Buffs. And the beatdown continues.
I love this after a sudden change. You get a big stop by your own defense. You come out with pretty good field position. You take a shot, and it pays off. Boy, what a change in momentum right here.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. This one will be fair caught. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Last time they gambled and lost, went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. He's going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. He tosses it back. And he's going to launch it deep again. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoffs. They stepped up